Who was dumb enough to decide to cycle to the warehouse? I was hoping the shade would be a little bit more under here, but it's not happening. Woo! She's warm. Humid actually. That's alright. No, it's not. I found. So I've been trying to figure out this sleeping issue. I found that one major issue is this. I've been sleepy all the time, but I had this mat, and it was really hard when I bought it. I thought, oh, that'd be good enough. And over the frame that I've had, it just keeps compressing and compressing and compressing to the point where it hurts to like sleeping, but not to the point where it's agony or anything. I was like, oh yeah, it'll be alright. And I was watching this thing about this bloke. He spent like 20 years 18 years or something in a jail in Thailand for drug-related stuff, and he would sleep on a hard, solid concrete surface, and especially when they chucked him in isolation. And so he said after all these years, his back's all fucked up, and I was like, right, and I find that I must have been like, because of the pain of sleeping on these things, folks are dumb where I come from. I was like, maybe I'm in the peripheral, I'm kind of not really sleeping, you know, sort of sleeping. And so I found this cushioning stuff, this mat for this yoga thing that's in the ranch, and I go, I wonder if I can fold this thing up. If I wasn't so stupid, I would have done it months ago. I folded it up and slid it under. Oh my buddy texts me, oh, you come in the warehouse, and I'm like, you know, he says he's cycling, he's going to take my other bicycle, and I'm like, righto. And I'm like, yeah, right, oh, hang on, I'll just get my shit. I didn't get my baggy dacks for the fluidity of flow of, you know, air. Whoa, and I sleep. Woo! So for months and months and months, I've been in this sort of on the edge of delirium. I sort of, you know, losing control. Oh, not fucking delirium. Oh my. Ooh! I have a bit more of that. Oh, muscularity wise, I'm feeling way better than I usually do. That's good. One of these days I'm going to get something even softer and better. Have proper freaking sleep. Sleep is very important. Not that I've ever thought about that. Right, let's keep soldiering on that way. Ah, the going down part, that's alright. Just as long as when you hit something, it's not the speed that hurts, it's the hurt. Ow! Now, yeah, I know a bit about that. Whew. See this place here and this place. These places are known as places that you can't legally build on them. You can have structures, but they've got to be above ground. See, like that. And they're known as storage. The classification is storage. Storages. And back in the day when I had some dough, there was 2 storages over that way, and in this beautiful farming area, and each was like $5 each at the time, when 100 yen was $1 kind of thing. And I had the dough, and I was like, fuck man, I'd love to have those, and then just sort of build up my own sort of shit, and then eventually, like, I'll save money rather than paying the rent where I'm at, sort of thing. That was where I was thinking, and I had all these plans, and then yeah, lest we forget. Yeah, anyways, oh, breeze, there we go, getting some breeze, mate. Nice. Now I should have got my baggy dacks, or I should have got my shorts, but whatever. I'm thinking might go for another jump in the beach, in the seas, whatever, you know, that water stuff, the salty water. God, that was really good. It wasn't just the pores that sort of really cleansed, but also I recall the nasal passages ways was really, oh, you don't need that, go that way, go that way a bit. I think this bloke's got a the nasal passages, in recollection, were were thoroughly cleansed. Yeah, I remember that too. And for days, in fact, they were like really sort of, you know, they were really just noticeably far more cleansed and more breathing and all that shit. So I'm like, yeah, man, I can't wait to jump into that sea again. So that bloke that's advertising on the Netty Poos, he lives sort of not so far from where I do. That nutter, he must be like, hey, yeah, because he's like, oi, come and join our entire club of one that goes and jumps in the sea at 6 o'clock in the morning or whatever. And I doubt that he got any response, but who knows? Maybe some people are hard enough to do it, but definitely that bloke's onto something. Yeah, I don't know if I'd like pure winter time, like that bloke in Australia, the Sun Herald or whatever. I don't know if I'd even trust that publication. No, anyways, but they've got good horse racing forms. The take out the forms of the. Anyways, they're all conglomerates, aren't they? This bloke, they did an article on this bloke. He'd for many a year, he would first thing in the morning he'd jump in and have a swim. Doesn't matter what day of the year it is. Doesn't matter the weather. He'd do that. Well, I doubt he'd jump in on a hurricane, but yeah, every day. And he's a pretty old bloke and real sort of fit and healthy and all that. So these crazy people have they're onto something. I mean, I could sort of utilize I'm already crazy. So oh, I'm not crazy. You're all crazy. Yeah, my analysis of the universe. My analysis is like, nah. Told the aliens, nah, these humans, nah, just don't waste your time. Cats, yeah, they're pretty good. Humans, no, don't waste your time. Alright, so they're not going to show up. Anyways, oh shit, better do something about this. Oh. Ah, nice. That thing's kind of beating down on me. Rain down on me. Oh, I wish it would rain now. Down on me. 'Cause this is bloody humid. I feel like, 'cause I'm sweating, it's raining down on me. Oh, I wish it could rain now. Down on me. Right then, we're near the warehouse now. So my buddy's already there. He's got some study to do, he says, so I'll leave him be to do his thing. I set him up with a fan and and this air cooler thing and a desk and all the shit he needs to do his thing. Good bloke, that one. Oh, it's a vast difference between being here and in the office. The office has got better air conditioning, but it's a difference. Right then, soldier on. I might show a couple of things today. I've only got the Earl of Potato cam, the 4th. Is it the 4th? Yeah, the 4th. Today. So the pixelation-y will be a bit off for some people. It's okay for I grew up in the 70s, so yeah, I can handle it. God, you get me in front of those, like those new 3D games or something. I look at that thing for just seconds and I'm like, oh God, no, I can't handle that. Who knows what that's going to do to the people in the future when they're staring at these intense graphics. I mean, God, people play that shit all day long, weeks on end or whatever. Some people actually die, I hear, from that. Alright, imagine the poor buggers that make those things. Not for me, no thank you. Well, I'll be darned. I got here before him. He must have taken the right hand side. Woo! Or maybe he stopped off to have a meal or something. Anyways, right. Yeah, Tony fell and lose some of this shit. Okay, let's do something about those go boards over there. Right. I can hear Crowy up there doing what crows do. There he is. Don't have any food for him once again. Gotta get back to doing that. Right, what we're doing right now, we, as in you and I, you and me, we're in this thing together always. Don't speak something or other. I'm numbering these, getting some stickers out. I was planning on, there's another one here. I was planning on taking the legs off these actually, because these ones up here, like just at first glance I thought, oh yeah, I'll do something with those because they're not top of the range kind of thing, but they're nowhere near as thin as these dealy wheelies. So I set these up for a bloke in Australia. Actually bought a set of like 4 of these, and so these ones here actually, upon inspection, they're not bad. They vary in weight, so I think they vary in the material. Some are lighter than others. Now they've all been like whitewashed, I guess you call that, or something, you know. They've had some kind of stuff, I don't know, you know, I'm no painter, but they've had some kind of stuff and they've whitewashed the thingy wingies there or something, and so it's hard to tell the material. That one might be of good stuff, but what I'm planning on doing then is just sort of individually selling them individually as they are, you know, instead of taking the legs. I'd be ashamed to do, because some of them, like, they're decent size and they're really beautiful and good playing things, and a little mark on a texture or something there. They're all pretty good. I mean, I'm just going to sell them real cheap. Yeah, the tunny fella asked me to do something with these. Alright, I'll do some weights and measures on that one. Yeah, they're all pretty good, so I'm thinking of sea freighting them, in which case I've got to get a certain type of box. They're not cheap, and you know, all this sort of stuff. Luckily I've got to make up some board protectors and all manner of stuff. There's a lot of work that goes into it, so you know, there's no real... Wait till you see what I've got there. Alright, yeah, there's no real, you know, for the work I put into it, I'm getting sweet FA, but I did get some exercise coming here. Oh God, I got a good sleep. I'll hop on that thing a bit later on, do some stretchy poos and all. I was watching this bloke on the YouTube thing there, and he set up this pull-up bar, and he said, you know, overhand or underhand, it don't matter. If you can do one pull-up, give you $100. And a lot of people said, oh no thanks, and no thanks, and no thanks. One bloke came along and said, right, oh, he did 20, you know, and he actually beat the bloke that was doing it. The bloke did like 20, I think 23, and the young bloke beat him. Yeah, but some of them, like, they go, yeah, I reckon I can do that. They couldn't even do one freaking pull-up. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I'm like, okay, for $100, I'm gonna do a bunch right now for nothing. There you go. I tell ya, there's a big difference between like full hang to start, and like if you just sort of like leap up on it, or you cross your legs and do it. Full hang, that's what you got to do. That's why, yeah, that's a whole lot more difficult. Phew. Hey, that's in there. Safety first, yeah. So try it with a, oh, that stretch of the back, mate. Oh, nice. So try with a few different grips and stuff. So yeah, I think that with the full length, I think personally for me it's this way is easier than that way. So what do you call it? Overhand, underhand. But Gapu. Ooh, I think a closer grip with your hand closer together is easier. I tried both sides. I did both sides. So with close grip, full hang's the key. You got to be able to do full hang. Woo! Yeah, but for me it's yeah, that way and that way. I used to do overhand. I used to do that grip, but I find that grip's easier for me now. When I was in my 20s, I'd bang out 30. Like when I was in my teens, I'd bang out 30, no worries. And what I used to do is I'd get up and eye level the bar and just hang there. And that was how I used to do those things. And I'd flip over the bar and hang, and my legs would come out underneath me or whatever, and long stretch that. I used to do that sort of shit. Tell you though, I'm not able to do what I used to be able to do. I used to be able to like sit on the floor and put my knuckles on the floor and then invert myself, and I could walk on my hands and all that sort of shit. Yeah. Knuckle push-ups on the knuckles, did plenty of that. Yes, but this is proof that I sure ain't as strong. Still got some fucking power, but I haven't nowhere near got as much as I can. Still do what I need to do, but I'd get $100. Yeah, get a few. Oh, everyone I do, I get $100. But yeah, it ain't easy. Full hang, not that easy if you haven't, especially if you haven't done it for a long time. All right, let's get back to doing what we were doing. Okay, we'll do a shorter version of this. Your Crowy's out there. He's on that other pole. There he is. There he goes. He's looking for a feed. Okay, now what we're going to do, as I mentioned in the earlier part of the extended version, we'll have a shorter version here. Okay, so I'll sell these separately. I'll sell them a whole lot cheaper because they're not of the thickest type, and they've sort of had some kind of whitewash type of stuff on them, so I can't tell what wood they are, but they're pretty good. I mean, I'm going to sell them crazy cheap, and there's a lot of work involved. Might be a bit of a texture or marker or something there. The corners on them are pretty good. Some of them are a little bit worn, like separate listings, because I can't put them all together. They're you know, playing surface and everything. I would put them on a straighter surface than this if I were you, but they're good. They sit good, just this is a bit rough. I'm going to have to put another top on this. Now I have to get a certain type of boxes for them, certain type, and they've got to pay for that, and you know, make up box protectors out of all this kind of jazz, and there's a lot that goes into it, so you know, there's not really much for me, but these are, the tunny fella asked me to do something with it, so we're going to do that. I'm talking quick so I can get the fan back on. Alright, so yeah, sea freight these. So there's a lot to go with it to get it done, and all your fees and all kinds of stuff. But yeah, you'll find that they've all got the underscored carving in. They put those dealies in there so that when they slap down the pieces, they have this kind of sound that they're looking for. Now some of these are slightly different wood than others. I think this is KR, this particular one, but I can't tell with the others because they've got this whitewash stuff, you see, so I can't quite tell what they are, but they're all pretty good, and they're going to be crazy cheap, so there's someone out there, but I've got to do them individually, just due to weights and measures and all that. I'll do those, yeah, got a sea freight, so there's a lot of work involved, and I don't get much, but you know, the tunny fella gets something out of it, and we help each other out, that sort of thing. That's how it works. Okay, so let me move on to something else. Yeah, so they're, yeah, on first sort of cursory glance when I saw them over the other warehouse there, I was like, oh, I might just have to do something like this with them. A bloke in Australia bought a set of 4 of these dealies. Turns out they were over 20 kilos, so I had to make up 2 boxes. It just wasn't worth it for me to do it. But do it as I may. Okay, so alright, I'll do that. Now, let's get on to some interesting things here. Because the regiment leaves at 5 o'clock. Sharp. Right then, let's have a look here. The samurai are out in force. Okay, now let's see. Separate listing for this and separate listing for this. Okay, so this one here, it's a real deal, authentic Yari spear. Now this one here doesn't have to have registration papers. It's the real deal, Edo period. That might even be older than that. And it's got some script here, and the script tells us that this is made by Tadayoshi. That's what that tells us. Tadayoshi. My mate's over there relaxing. He says he's going to study. I go over there, and I just burped as I sort of walked in, going on ninja style. Oh, I tell you, we're both really, the weather, man, all that humidity makes you sleepy. He's over there, he's got some fans on, he's been studying and sleeping, studying and sleeping. He's got his feet up on these chairs, and all the doors are open out to nature. He's enjoying that. Okay, so this here, the blade length itself, hang on, let me get my measuring stick. Right. Overall, it's 324 millimeters overall, and the blade length itself is around, what's that, 100 and just under 134 or something. Yeah, about 134. So 150 mil is legal. Anything over 150 mil, you have to have a Torok show registration papers. So this is legal to own in Japan. So there you go. You get this and this piece of awesome here tool. So these tools will be sent to you as tools. All right, now. Okay, now the yeah, that's the real deal. It's a Yari blade of a Yari spear. Nice. It's the real deal. Okay, so you get that and that. Okay, now let's move on to this one here. And you see all this amazing kanji going on in there. I'm on the Earl of Potato Cam, the 4th today. I haven't got Tad Cam with me today because I'm just on the mountain bike. And my mate tells me that this is some really old script. It's not worn really badly, it's just really old script, so he can't make head or tail, he can't make it out. He's generally, and he's really good with his kanji. He can usually make things out, but he can't make out what, and he's got his computery thing, he looks kanji up and all that, but this is, yeah, some real old stuff. Some stuff from antiquity, so this might even be earlier than Edo period. Edo period starts in 1603, this might be even earlier. It's the real deal. Oh, that one there has your 2 location holes for, and they would slide it in the Yari, and they put these tapered peg type of things. This has got a singular one here, and here you see that design. I've seen 3 before, and this here, due to legalities, had to be cut because it was far longer than 150 centimeters, and due to it didn't have a Torok shell, so it had to be cut down. And now it is legal in this land to own because it's just under Chotoshita. 150ミリちょっとした。そしてクレー登録書はありません。でも大丈夫。So okay, so yeah, this here script itself, potato cam here can't really make it out too well, but there's a lot of script on there, and you'll find that it's very beautiful. Some of it's worn down here, but just some real old stuff. I wish I could make it out a little bit better. Might be able to get a close-up shot with this thing. Ah, that's close enough. Anyways, that's the real deal. And this piece of beauty will come with a tool. These tools, obviously. So they're tools, and so you get this tool too. Right. It's a whole lot easier to explain things that way. Trust me on that one. Okay, so yeah. All right. Now, yeah, if it's anything over 150 mil, then you got to have a total show, or you got to send it in and get it go through all these motions. Now, I think I might try and get a picture of this sort of like this. Yeah, if I had tab cam, I could get a good close-up shot of the kanji. But anyways, there's a bloke in Deutschland, in Germany there. He said, was it Austria? Deutschland, maybe. He said, if you get any more of this sort of stuff, just let me know. Is that right? I'll contact him and let him know. Alright, let's see if we can get a closer shot. Ah, the rice field of contemplation. We're just on 5 o'clock. Woo, go that way. Yeah. Okay. It knows where to go. Storky! There you go. There's a storky over there, doing what storkies do. Storky! Nice. There you go. And the buddy's behind me. He says he wants to go and see the sunset. He likes the sunset over where the ranch is, where I reside. Hey, what are you doing on the morrow? You coming here again? Yeah, righto. I might bring my tab cam. Storky! There's the mail. I'll bring tab cam along tomorrow. Remind me to do that, will you? I've got to get better photos. Yeah. Oh, we might even drive. I don't know. I think maybe I'll go to drive. That sounds lazy. That sounded really lazy. Just for that insolence, I think we should ride. Hey, you went to the beach last night, did you? Yeah. Did it rain exactly when you got there? Yeah, man. I looked up on the radar, and there was like just Fukuoka, Itoshima and Imajuku had rain, right? And maybe somewhere in, I don't know, Miyazaki or something. It was pretty much that. It was just us. Yeah. I made a mini video of it. I'm thinking maybe on Monday, because tomorrow will be Sunday, right? So maybe people will be at the shrines and things. So I think maybe Monday I'll take some things to a shrine. And which side are you going? Where are you going? I might take some things to the shrine. That's for another day. Oh, you reckon there's more shade over there, or? Because you get in the hills when you go up here. Yeah, okay. Every day, see? Every day. Whew. Every day you see the ambulance in this land. Okay, well, moseyed up that hill. Now we've only got a few more hills to go, and it's actually the difference between in the shade and in the sunshine, man. Wow, what a difference. Woo! We're trying to hash out, so he doesn't really want to ride on the morrow because of the heat. Best off coming earlier to beat the heat. Or whatever, it was supposed to be in there anyways. Right on, but now, oh, it's all that nice breeze as it cools down, you know, in the arvo in summertime, mate. Whoa, what a difference when it cools down. Storkies, there's a storky there, another storky there. Whew. Still got plenty of daylight, and actually if I was over there now, due to the angle of inclination-y whatevers, that's going to be a whole lot cooler over there. Now, yes, good idea. I'll let him know. Righto, now, but at least, yeah, we've got plenty of wind now, windages, so, oh, it's so much better. Earlier when it was just like, you know, you hear, you know, that bridge over the River Kwai kind of heat. Oh, it's stalky in the distance. Yeah, and you hear the bugs all doing their bug things, and that's when it's like crazy humid. Oh, that's when it's just ghastly. But I've seen it much worse, felt it much worse. Yeah, so you get that in the top end of Australia too, that they know when they go tropo. God, not really one for the tropics.
Elemental forces caused the egg to hatch. From it then came a stone monkey. The nature of monkey was irrepressible.